This place was the birthplace of Miso Ramen.
Welcome to Gonzo Ramen Yokocho, where every bowl of ramen tells a story. Here you'll find 17 stores dedicated to serving their signature and delicious bowls of ramen. In this video, I'm going to try to eat as many bowls as I can and share with you a slice of what this place has to offer.
So we're going to try out some ramen here. I'm really looking forward to seeing how many bowls of ramen I can actually try.
Make sure you stick around to the end of the video to hear my final thoughts.
Let's see how many bowls we can finish. I'm aiming for 3. Probably not. First customer of the day, and Uncle has recommended the seafood bowl with a bit of everything. It has crab, pork, corn, miso. It's very intimate, it's very tight. The fact that I can even get my headshot is good enough for me.
Felt pretty special being the owner's first customer of the day. I love watching chefs who have worked on their craft for years in real time, because then I get a privilege of testing their art.
Time for the ramen. All right. They gave us a spoon, I think, to put holes in it to scoop up the corn. I'm just gonna try the broth by itself, just raw. Ooh, that is hearty. That is oily. It tastes oily, but doesn't feel oily. So it's not like you're gonna feel very heavy after eating this. And I assume that's from the wok as well. There's that nice char, sort of burnt flavor. It's not really burnt, but it's just very wok-like. I don't know how else to describe it. Ooh, look, just fell apart. Completely just fell apart though. Very fatty, oily. Yeah. The noodles. Ooh, God. It's still very hot. Probably because the layer of oil on top is covering it, so it's keeping it nice and hot. Because of how textured and oily everything is, it just kind of just holds together very well. So you can really taste the broth in the noodles when you're eating it and slurping it. The corn adds a really nice sweetness to everything, and the minced pork adds that nice, deep, savory flavor. Yep. Crab is naturally sweet by itself. That's awesome. Oh my god, that egg is so good. It's just nice and runny.
Immediately, you can taste the flavor of the wok embedded into the broth. A very unique flavor, which already makes this stand out from other ramen bowls. Overall, a great first start.
Yeah, this bowl does an amazing job just warming you up, making you feel good and hearty inside. Plenty of noodles, good meat, good corn, good butter. Overall, very solid. That was a good first experience. I am still hungry, so I reckon I can have at least one more today. Actually, I'm going to change my mind. This one looks more to be specializing in pork mince rather than char siu itself. So I'm going to be trying out this one here, which has sort of like a seafood-esque appeal to it. There's one with scallops and there's one with like seafood special. So I'm going to give this one a go. Let's go get some scallops.
If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure you give us a cheeky like and subscribe. It'll help out with what I'm doing, so thanks for your support in advance. Now let's get back to the food.
I think the thing I'm most excited for with the scallops is just how sweet and how fresh the ingredient is by itself. So like when you cook it in the ramen broth, obviously it's going to soak up all the juices and stuff, but I kind of just want to try the dish just by itself, and if the scallops elevates the dish at all, because otherwise you can put anything on a dish and sort of call it fancy, like gold foil on ice cream, sure, but does it actually add any flavor? I don't know. I hope the seafood flavor does come out of the broth. The ramen just came out.
I'm excited for a seafood broth with scallops. As you can see, big pieces of scallops floating around.
Ooh, okay, alright. First thing I smell, green onions. I smell the broth. There's a good amount of scallops in here. Let's just try the broth first by itself. Oh, okay.
Clear differences from this and the previous bowl was this had a richer flavor.
This one has like a deeper umami flavor to it, whereas the other one I felt like was more light and oily. This had a deep and oily flavor.
But the real question was, did the seafood flavor pop out?
Do I taste any seafood? Not quite yet. But the broth is definitely richer. So this place has a saltier broth to the miso, but it is balanced out pretty well with the vegetables. So good. As you can see, there's a very distinct fat to lean meat coloring on the char siu. Big meaty piece of scallop. Alright, let's go. That's good. That's really good.
Scallops were meaty, sweet, and had a nice chew. Extremely solid.
Scallop has a nice firm texture. It's not rubbery, but it's at the point where if it was cooked anymore, it could become rubbery. I can appreciate the thick cut of the pork in this one, so like a roast. I think I do prefer thinly sliced char siu. This is personal preference.
Our second bowl of ramen overall had a richer flavor and scallops, which were better than the former king crab legs.
Alright, noodles. Oh, it's steaming hot. Noodles feel more firm. They have more of a savory flavor, or I don't know if it's just absorbing and soaking up all the broth. That's more savory.
I reckon the noodles benefited from the richer broth, giving it a more flavorful bite with each slurp. For the last location, we went into a place that specializes in a seafood miso broth with char siu.
And the food has just arrived.
There was a very good roasted flavor to the broth, adding a good layer of flavor. Let's move on to the pork, which I think was the best cut of pork I've had all day.
Wow, this pork is amazing. Oh, it's so well seasoned.
It had a super rich flavor and easily breaks apart on your first bite.
I think this place might have the best pork I've had so far in this whole ramen alley. That's nuts. That's actually nuts. Two types of pork, the roast pork and the char siu. I don't know which one I like better. I mean, if I had to choose, I'd probably go for the char siu just because it's got more fat content. But the roast pork has so much flavor in it.
Condiments such as the bamboo and egg weren't as good as the previous two places, but it seemed like a small loss in one area led to a significant increase in their quality of meats. All in all, let's wrap up the verdict.
All right, finished with the ramen alley. I'd have to say that was a really nice experience to try miso ramen from where it originated from. Best types of miso ramen I've ever had, because I don't really order miso ramen a lot, but the fact that I've tried it here at Ganso Ramen Yokocho, amazing, good stuff. I'll definitely say the place that had the nice roast pork and char siu overtook all the other ones.
Let me know in the comments below what your favorite ramen combination is.
All right, guys, well, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.